What do you want your life to look like? More importantly, what do you want it to feel like? What do you say we help you get a little more clear on that?
Namaste, my love. Monique Christine here, founder of GlowUpWithMC.com, the Lotus Life by Monique Christine app, and I just so happen to be your most favorite life and transformation coach, supporting you as you heal, glow, grow, and flow into divine alignment with your highest self. Darling, it's that time again. We have a full moon on our hands, so you already know it's time for a tarot reading. But did you know that I go live on TikTok almost every single fucking day for tarot? So come vibe, hang out with us. We call it the Healing Circle. And not only do we, pull tarot, so you can, gain some stuff from other people's readings, but we talk about everything. Really, really deep conversations. So link is below for you to connect with me on TikTok if you have not already. But yeah, I do offer readings live over there. You can always sign up for a private reading. I'll have links below for all of that as well. Okay, cool. So full moon in Libra. It peaks Thursday, April 6th at 12:34 a.m. Eastern time. But we also are in the energies of the 4/4 portal, which peaked April 4th. So the energies of this full moon in Libra are sticking around with us through Sunday, April 9th, Easter Sunday. And then the energies of that 4/4 portal are sticking around with us through Wednesday, the 10th. So I recommend that you check out that reading that I did for the 4/4 portal. I'll tell you right now, I did it on my TikTok live. The reading itself is long, it's in depth. I wanted to go deep to see everything that we needed to know. And of course, I've left in all of the shuffling and that kind of stuff. So I'll put a link below for you to check that out, but you can find it in my app, on the website, on the YouTube channel, all the spaces. Okay, definitely check that out so you don't miss anything. But right now, we are here to talk about this full moon in Libra. So yes, a full moon is a time of manifesting, of reaping what you have sown since the new moon in that particular sign. So about 6 months ago, we sowed the seeds of what we are reaping right now. So I want you to think back to where you were 6 months ago. Where were you mentally, energetically? What did you want to call into your world? What have you been able to accomplish since then? Okay. And this is why it's really great to journal, because you're able to take a look back and really see like, oh man, I was here. I was thinking this, I was feeling this, I was saying this. And now like things are completely different. If you hear my voice shaking, it's because I've got the massage turned on my chair. That's all. All right. So this full moon in Libra, as you may or may not know, Libra is the sign of scales, balance, equality, justice. Okay. So this full moon, I've got some notes over here. This full moon is absolutely supporting us in cultivating balance in all areas of our life, from a better work-life balance to creating some boundaries between me time and we time. Okay. So lean into it. Be open to all of this beautiful balancing energy that is coming in for you and supporting you. And if you're finding yourself feeling tired right now, if you're feeling drained, tired, maybe wired, maybe scatterbrained, maybe all over the place, or all of the above, right? It's because of all these powerful energies swirling about. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. If you're tired, take a rest. The best thing that you can do right now, though, to help make sense of all of the energy and the information coming in for you is to keep your body temple as clean as possible. Eat as cleanly as possible. Get as close to that gallon of water a day as possible. Okay. And make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's tap in for this reading to see what we need to know so that we can take advantage of this full moon energy. Yes. Reaping what we've sown. We're taking stock. of everything that we've been able to accomplish in the last 6 months. We're releasing anything and anyone that's not aligned with how far we've come and where we are now and where we're going. Okay. So I hope that you are taking the time to do some self-reflection and see where you are, what's working for you, what's not working for you, who in your world is not working for you anymore. You know, what's got to go. Lovingly make peace and release so that you can set yourself free, darling. Okay, because that's all that matters. The big scheme of things, that is all that matters. These cards are all over the place. Are these our 3? These are our 3. They jumped out. Let me grab it with my toe. Okay, let's see what we got, what we got, what we got. Ooh, oh my gosh. Literally damn near what I just said. You are the precious treasure. So you've got to protect yourself. Check in with your boundaries, darling. Are your boundaries serving you? Are they outdated? Are you in need of some boundaries? What do you need to do so that you can protect you? Who needs to go away because they're draining your energy? Maybe they are dragging you down, right? Or maybe they just want to just suck the life out of you, right? Maybe they leave no time for you to be with you. Take a look at that. You are the precious treasure, and there is nothing selfish about you creating boundaries. There's nothing selfish about you putting you first. Because if you don't put you first, then this is where you run into problems. This is where you end up losing yourself. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I lost myself. How do I find myself? How did this happen? Because you sacrificed too much. You were willing to not put you first. Trickle down. The only place that works is when it comes to you taking care of you. You put you first, and everybody around you, everyone that comes into contact with you, they will benefit because you are at your best. Okay. And while you're creating those boundaries, go ahead and clean house. Get rid of everyone and everything that's not in alignment with where you are and how far you've come and where you're going. Okay. So I absolutely picked up on all of this. I'd say we're in the right reading, huh? And don't forget, stay connected with the present moment, okay? Yes, it's about manifesting. It's about releasing, you know, what's not in alignment with you. You can start to look towards the future, but stay in the present because peace lives in the present. You try to move into the future, you try to go too far into the future, and you're going to get stuck in anxious energies. You try to live in the past, you're going to get stuck in those depressive energies. You got to stay in the present because that's where peace lives. And we stay connected with the present by connecting with our physical body and our breath. So you already know Lotus Circle is there to support you. Ooh, a lot has changed since our last video. Listen, Lotus Circle has quite a few upgrades. The Meal Prep for Newbies course that I have has now joined Lotus Circle. It is available to all Lotus Circle people. And Lotus Circle now has about more than 5 months worth of healthy recipe bundles and meal plans and all sorts of guides to support you, you know, from women's health to helping your kids eat healthy to your metabolism and electrolytes and everything. And I add new ones every single month. So because of all of this added value, Lotus Circle membership is going to go up by $11.11 in the monthly rate. $420 is your last day to take advantage and to join Lotus Circle at its current pricing. If you're already in Lotus Circle, don't worry, you are already grandmothered in at your price. Nothing is going to change except you'll have more value. Okay. All right. And I'll make sure I put a link below so that you can learn more about Lotus Circle. But let's go deeper with this reading. So we started with Oracle, which gives us our overview, kind of like a summary. And now we are going to come through and holler at Tarot. We're going to spill that tea, darling. You already know. And I got some tea right here. As a matter of fact, honey, vanilla, chamomile, super chilled as I'm working through the energies of this portal because they are absolutely taking me up, down, and all around. But I'm here for it because it's bringing me closest to my highest self, right? Absolutely. All right. So the first thing that we do, this full moon is in Libra. So we first pull out the tarot card that represents Libra, which is the Justice card. You'll see that she has her sword for truth, and she has the scales for equality, for balance. Yes. Okay. So we're going to pull that one out to hold space for this Libra energy. And then we're going to shuffle up and see what is coming through. Guidance for those watching. What do they need to know about this full moon in Libra and how best to take advantage of it? Guidance for those watching regarding the full moon in Libra, how to best take advantage of these energies. 2 more heard. Thank you, Walter. If you've never hung out with me on TikTok Live, then you probably don't know that Walter is my guide that lets me know when I have done enough shuffling. Okay. But Walter is kind of becoming famous around here, so we love that. All right, so I'm going to build this out with the cards, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to answer 5 questions, or we're going to look at 5 things for this reading, okay? So first things first, where is there a lack of equilibrium? Balance. Ooh, good one. Where is there a lack of equilibrium? There is a lack of equilibrium when it comes to your emotions. So either you are not fully committed, not committed. You're either not allowing yourself to really be with your emotions, or you're only in your emotions. You want to allow room for your emotions to flow freely, of course, but you also do need to be logical, because emotions are not logical. They're not rational. They're simply honest, unbiased reaction. Well, not always unbiased, but they are reactions and responses to what's happening inside of us and around us. That's it. That's all emotions are. So we have to find the balance between acknowledging the emotions, you know, because they're going to show you what in your world is working, what's feeling good for you, what's uplifting you. They're also going to show you what's not working, what's draining you, what makes you feel like shit, right? So we have to find the balance between honoring and acknowledging the emotions while still allowing rationality to lead the way. Yes? Yes. So there is a lack of equilibrium when it comes to your relationship with your emotions. You're either, I don't want to say too deep, you're either only living in your emotions, or you're not in them enough, okay? And only you can answer that for yourself. But did you know that your emotions and your creativity live in the same space, which is your sacral chakra in the area of your hips? So if you want to be able to create more in your world, more abundance, yes, then you have to let the emotions flow. So emotions are not a bad thing. We need them. They do help us. When your emotions are able to flow freely, when you feel safe enough to explore them and really be with them, then your creative juices can flow. Okay? So let's increase that flow. Yes? Yes. But if there's too much, then let's check in with some rationality. How can we ground ourselves? Okay? All right. Second thing we're going to take a look at, one side of the conflict. One side of the conflict is, yeah, you are wanting to be able to create everything. You are wanting to be fully aligned in all of the ways. So this is not a bad thing, because we are powerful creators, and we are always co-creating our reality, whether or not we want to. We're always co-creating with our, oh my gosh, one more time. We are always co-creating our reality with the universe. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with wanting to create. But again, if you are not allowing these emotions to flow freely, you're not going to be able to be in your creative energies the way that you need to. The other side of the conflict. Ooh, okay. Connection, emotion, like partnership. So on one side, you want to be super creative. You want to be free to just create to your heart's content. But on the other side, You want to be partnered up. You want to be booed up with someone, right? You want to be connected to something, part of a partnership, a team. So how can you, be in your individual creative power, yet still be partnered up? How is there going to be room enough for both to exist? And remember, at the very beginning of this video, I said something to the effect of, this full moon in Libra is supporting us in creating more balance, including boundaries between me and we time. So yeah, it's right here. Me versus we. How? How do we stay connected to the emotions enough to be able to create, but not let ourselves get so lost in them that we just like get lost in the partnership and totally forsake everything else and lose ourselves? How do you maintain your individuality while being in a partnership? That's $1 million question. Okay. The fourth thing we're going to take a look at, what can bring them together? So what can bring these two sides together? Oh, change. Don't freak out. I know it's the tower, but tower just means change. So changing your entire world. You got to shake things up. You got to change something. The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing, but expecting a different result. If right now it's not working, you're having some difficulty creating the balance between these two sides, then the thing that needs to happen is we have to shake things up. Have you ever looked at your schedule and realized, you know what? This just feels like overwhelm. I need to redo my schedule so that it works for me. Especially my entrepreneurs, I'm pretty sure that you can relate because you have a bit more flexibility with your schedule, right? Because you work for yourself. So you essentially are creating your own schedule. If you've ever had to do it, you may have to just literally clear out the whole schedule and start over from scratch. What I like to do is I like to take a look at my schedule and I'll get a blank piece of paper, I'll get a blue pen, okay? And I will start to write out my day, but from a place of alignment, a place of peace. Remember, there's cycles and seasons to everything, including you. And so, don't expect yourself to want to keep the same schedule every single day for the rest of your life. Part of the year you may want to be super busy. Another part of the year, it may be a slower season. Another part of the year, you may be super busy early in the day. Another part of the year, it could be the middle of the day or the end of the day, maybe overnight. So allow yourself to be flexible, okay? But you definitely need to change things. You've got to create some sort of change. Start from scratch when it comes to scheduling to create more balance between the me and the we time. There's nothing selfish in you needing you time. We all need me time. This is how we don't lose ourselves. This is how you keep your individuality while still being in a partnership, because you continue to take and make time for you to just be with you, to do the things that you want to do, to be away from your partner. I know that you love them and you're crazy about them and you want to be around them, but my darling, if you want to keep the partnership strong, you've got to keep some time for you. Yes? Yes. And the final thing that we're going to take a look at, what is the right thing to do? The right thing to do here, oh my goodness gracious, look at this happily ever after. Yes. The right thing to do is to catch the vision of what your happily ever after looks like. You're going to reverse engineer the shit out of this shit, okay? So you're going to start with the vision of what you want it to look and feel like, and then you're going to make the necessary changes so that you have balance between me time and we time, and you're letting those emotions flow freely without them taking over your life. Boom, baby. Trim spa, baby. Gotta love Anna Nicole. God bless you, Anna Nicole. Love you and miss you. Okay, so that is what the cards have for us for this full moon in Libra reading. We're totally aligned in this reading. Oh my goodness. I think the power might be trying to go out, or maybe it's just my light being weird, but either way, we're set, we're aligned, we're clear on what we need. So now ain't nothing left to it but to do it. Take a look at your world. Be honest with yourself about where you need balance. Be honest with your partner, okay? You've totally got this. I love you. Thank you for allowing me to intuit for you. Make sure you check out that 4/4 portal reading. And I'm always available for readings, whether you want to come vibe out on TikTok live, you can get a feel for how I do things, or if you're already sold and you're like, where the hell can I book a private reading? Bada boom. You could always sign up for those. The difference between the two, on TikTok live, you pay for one question, okay? When you sign up for a private reading, it is a higher investment, and that's because you can ask up to 10 questions and you have lifetime access to the recording. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But all right, my love, I will see you in our next video. Stay safe. You've got this. Happy healing, happy balancing, happy leveling up. I'll see you soon. Namaste.